So this is a video about the dangers of playing Left 4 Dead with randoms. I'm playing with Raptor. He's a friend of mine. He's a very good player. These other two guys are friends of each other. We can't kick them because we can't get the unanimous vote. One of them was the tank when it was our turn to be the infected. We got the tank at the beginning too, of course, and they played it terribly, and a couple people were able to get by. Anyway, we're chopping the tank up pretty decently here. I'm getting a lot of hits in with the crowbar. Now, I do make the mistake to sort of follow him down here, and I get hit by this hunter. Not the smartest play on my part, but I didn't know that hunter was there. There were a couple of opportunities here for somebody to grab me, or at least to clear the hunter off of me, so that I don't die. Notably, Coach. Coach could have done it, but Coach is obviously a pretty helpless player here. So I die, sort of understandably. And this is unbelievable here. So, as you'll see, he goes to pick up his buddy first, takes some damage from the spit stupidly, and then this is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Notice that Raptor was at the bottom of the screen. He should have instantly gone to him. Oh my god. Okay, so with this next clip here, this is the second level, and again, we get a tank when we were infected at the end of the hallway. It was one of the other guys. He got set on fire with a gas can and didn't even manage to incap anybody. So we clear out the opening attack. I'd like to add that the other team here is not very good, and so we're getting beaten by a really bad team because our two teammates are really quite awful. So this clip's about to start here. Go down the end to go into this little stairway. Tank music starts, and actually the tank spawns very close, way closer than our tank was. So I get a little surprised here. I'm very lucky not to get creamed by that car. But it seems like these two guys are not even really aware that the car is there. And so one of them gets hit here and incapped. And then probably the other. So now it's just the two of us dealing with this tank. And the entire team's worth of infected by ourselves, which is a serious pain in the ass. You know, we've been trying to kick them all game, but of course, you know, they're friends with each other. They're not going to do it. So I think the Raptor and I do an admirable job of holding off the other team's special infected and the tank. Thankfully, there's not much of a horde, which is a delightful change of pace for me. But every time I try and pick them up, obviously the tank is close enough that it can do some damage to me. There goes one. We take care of the smoker here. I guess we got kind of lucky. The smoker could easily have snared one of us, and then the tank could have gone to town, but the smoker, I think, was a little impatient there. See, every time I try to pick him up, it's just, it results in this. Now, here's a tip. Whenever a hunter's going for you near a guy who's down, just try and put the guy who's down in between you and the hunter, because if you're down on the ground, you have a huge hitbox for hunters. They will almost always land on the guy who's down rather than you. Now Raptor finally manages to get to that gas can. Set the tank on fire right at the end. The tank's dead. I try and heal here, and then I decide to go for Raptor. The boomer, quite rightly, gets in the way, and even though I really think I managed to nail this jockey, I even heard the crunching sound of the melee. The jockey takes me down. Just brutal.